This is none other than your host, Steve from the back. I had to do it to you. I really didn't want to do it to you, but I had to because this has been something that's been on my mind for a very long time. I'll admit this is something that I've been ranting about for a lack of a better word, preaching about for years, and I guess I just decided to actually rant about it and record what I've been thinking. So I've always been the guy to where I've always been into darker things, at least as far as entertainment. I've always been a person who's more interested in action movies. Don't get me wrong, I love my comedy movies, I love to laugh, and I actually can even appreciate a romantic movie or what they would call a chick flick, but I honestly never watch those type of movies alone because that would only be depressing. If you're alone, why would you fixate? And this kind of, well, I'll allude to kind of exactly what I'm talking about. If you're alone or in an emotional state where you are not completely happy, then why would you fixate on things that are things that you're not doing? Wouldn't that just make you angrier? Wouldn't you just be envious and get angry because you're seeing other people's happiness, and it would just further reinforce the fact that you're lacking that very thing? I don't know, that's the way my mind thinks. My mind thinks that way, and the only time where I can watch a quote chick flick or a romantic movie is if I was with a chick. And I don't mean some chick that is just some chick. I mean, I will actually have to be the chick that I'm watching it with. I would have to literally be in a relationship with that woman, because if I wasn't, then I would, if I actually did have an interest in that woman, well then I'm just gonna get friggin' pissed off and angry at the fact that I'm not. And the movie is just gonna be ruined, and I'm not gonna be able to draw any happiness from it or any concept of it. And I will really realize that that woman is going to go home and literally go home and fuck some other guy that's not me. And I will want to rip his fucking lips off, ears off, nose off, drag him through the street, and have him mauled and disabled for the rest of his entire life. And I'll probably want to rip his genitals off too, because that's the type of person I am. And someone might have their jaw open and they're like, oh my god, well, oh my god, this. I'm black. Back in the day, guys like me would get their friggin' nuts chopped off for even looking at a white woman. So I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? Murder is a thing that has always been a thing, violence has always been a thing, and will continue to be a thing. I'm a violent person, okay? Violent people have passion, and violent people need to have their life in order and have happiness in their life so they don't have to be flooded by their violent thoughts. Just like the saying that they say, you know, music soothes the savage beast. Well, I'm the savage fucking beast, okay? And that's what a man is. That's what a real man is. So all you little pussies out there who are automatically pissing your little pants, and all you little weak-ass women who are weak bitches, and you're like, oh my god. Well, guess what? Eat a fucking dick and actually shut the fuck up. Get your panties out of your fucking vag crack and grow half a fucking pair, and understand that, number one, a soft ass pussy man is not gonna ever be what you want him to be, because you want your cake and you want to eat it too, and ain't no fucking black man, especially this black man, is ever gonna fucking change and be some little pussy. Okay, it's like you want a guy to protect you, you want a guy to be all hard and shit in the bedroom, and hard when you want him to protect you from getting fucking raped on the street or getting fucking robbed or whatever, but then, you know, you don't understand where all of his anger and all of that stuff that makes him capable of protecting you comes from. So I had to go off on that rant because some people are so ignorant and such softies out here, they really don't understand anything. So I'll say again, What I never understood though is I grew up in a house with mostly women, and what they would do was they would run around like women that they are, and they would listen to little R&B songs, and they would just like it was retarded. It was like they would literally always be watching. They would have like relationships that were always falling apart, but yet and still they would always still be watching these shows on TV, soap operas, listening to audiobooks, everything that they surrounded themselves. And women always do this. I'm sorry. I usually don't bash on women, but guess what, women, you're getting bashed on by Steve today. Women, run and hide because it's open season. Women are on the menu. Usually men are on the menu. No homo. But women are on the menu now, so I'm fucking you all up right now, okay? Women are about to get fucked up on this video. So if you're a woman and you don't want to hear this shit, then fucking don't listen to this shit, because I'm coming for your ass right now, okay? So I grew up in a house with bitches, okay? I grew up in a house with women, with two women, right? It was two women and my younger brother. So it was mostly, basically my younger brother was always around me, and we pretty much liked a lot of the same stuff. So, and we were younger. So, you know, my sister's older than me and my brother, and my mom is obviously older than all of us. So who do you think has the most attention going on, the most, you know, the loudest TV? You get what I'm saying? It's always their music, you know, their radio, their this, their that. Okay, so they used to, I never even understood this, and I still don't understand it to this day. It's like women love pain. It's almost like women don't understand that, you know, they look at guys like me and they think, oh, well, why do you like that? You like this blood and gore. You like this dark, creepy stuff. I don't get it. Well, let me tell you this, bitches. I cannot stand for 1 second the shit that you are into. The shit that you're into fucking, like, makes me want to slit my throat. Like, literally, I, as hard as I am not hard enough to emotionally, watch the shit that you watch. Like, you like to watch shit where it's like some bitch is getting cheated on by some man. You know, it's almost like the stuff that you like don't like to happen to you in like relationships. You seem to be really fucking obsessed with it because you always want to watch some shit that's all about like just total drama and total destruction. And it's like, to me, I don't understand it. Like, you know, see, I'll put it like this. I'll level with you on this. I'll level with you on the grounds that, like, see, I like that horror, blood and gore shit. You know why? I'm gonna keep it 100% real with you. I like it because I like to see people get hurt. And I'm gonna explain this before you just, you know, panic. I like to see men get hurt, and I love seeing men suffer because I'm a lonely man. It's because I'm always the guy that finds myself alone, and I always see guys with like girlfriends. I always hear some girl saying they're with this guy now, but they used to not date this guy, blah blah blah. They were engaged to this guy, but now they're not, or they're about to get married to this guy, blah blah. But see, the thing is, I'm always that guy that's listening to that, and I'm never the guy that's fucking with any of these bitches. So that over years, that type of occurrence has made me into a very evil, very ruthless, very sick person to a degree, to where I like watching horror and like watching people get torn to shreds by like monsters, men getting, I mean, I'll put it like this, I'll keep it real, I like to see every type of suffering happen to a man. Like, I'll tell you the truth, when it's a white man, I just love it. It's just like, it literally makes my heart sing, because I happen to be black. Usually women that I would want to be with are not with a black man. They're usually I'm usually always would have to compete with a white man. So I love to see white men get their like face ripped apart, and literally they're disfigured now, and then they get killed, and then, you know, they get tortured with saw and stuff. If it's a black man, it's not as enjoyable, but generally anything with a penis that's a man, that's not an animal, I tend to like to see get tortured and ripped to shreds and get killed. Okay, so I can level with you on that. That's why I like to watch those type of movies. And I mean, that's just part of it. That's like the icing on the cake. Okay, like the fantasy part of it, I think it's cool to watch people get slaughtered, because who doesn't like blood and gore? I'm a martial artist, man. Do you think I just started studying martial arts years and years ago simply because I just thought it was for all self-defense? No, that it wasn't just because I wanted to be able to protect myself, protect my family, and defend myself. It was also because I'm a cold, evil motherfucker, and if I knew there's like physical things I could literally do to a person, and they would be almost helpless to really try to fight back, if I could learn and hone and cultivate how to do those things, that's what drove me to learn a lot of things I learned and honed, okay? That's why. Because I figured, well, you know what? If worse comes to worse, and I have to do this shit, I'm going to be prepared to do it. So I'm going to be training to do this, and and I'm going to execute it very well. So that's, do you understand? But women, on the other hand, which tend to be softer natured, they tend to obsess over the very things that they say they hate. It's like, oh, I hate guys that do this and do that and do this. Okay, so tell me why the fuck you watch fucking Melrose Place or whatever fucking. Why do you watch a million soap operas? And why is it that in my playlist or in my this or that you see like horror movie, action movie, this that, animal documentary? In your fucking thing you see fucking romance. Everything is about, like, it's literally everything has to do with either sex, emotions, or romance. And it's like, in half of it is not, it's not the beautiful type of sex, emotion, or romance. Like, literally, okay, this girl fell in love with this guy, and they were happy, lived happy ever after. No. It's you want to watch raunchy, okay, well, this, you like spice and what's it called? You like scandal and spice and gossip, and you like all this, like, disgusting shit. That's, like, the most disgusting, like, literally, I would rather fucking hear about someone getting murdered in a horror movie than hear about some complicated relationship, like some girls like, oh, this guy treats me so bad, but the sex is so good, so, and then I wish I could change him, but I know he'll never change, but I'm gonna try, and then, he's gonna cheat on me, and then we're gonna get back together, and then we're gonna break up, and then, in the songs you listen to too, you dumbass bitches, you listen to songs like some Eminem and some motherfucker talking about, like, I love the way it hurts and all, I love the way you lie and all, and you love that shit. It's like, bitch, you're stupid as fuck. So, I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying all of you women out here are bitches and you're dumb as fuck, but I'm saying a lot of you motherfucking bitches out here are dumb as fuck. Okay, you're stupid. You're stupid. I'm just going to keep it real, and I'm going to separate it. I'm going to say there's bitches that are actually stupid, and then there's some women who actually, they watch all of this dumb shit because simply they just can't help it. It's like, literally, they know what not to look for in a man, they know what to look for in a man, they know a good man when they see one, and then you get some of these bitches where I got to keep it real. Some bitches don't know what a good man is, or they're straight up delusional. Like, they think, like I said, they think they can change a man who is dog shit, and they really only think because they think, well, his dick is so good and he looks so good, there's no way, I have to beat this guy, I have to marry this guy, I have to this, because somehow it's gonna change, he's gonna somehow start treating me nice, or this is gonna, no, motherfucker. Ain't none of that shit's gonna happen. Because that motherfucker, literally the only thing that he will change is a different fucking pussy that he's fucking. That's the only thing that's gonna change about him. When you leave, he'll find another bitch. Especially if he does look good and whatever, and he can do this and that and better or whatever. Okay, so your emotions that are attached to him are there because you love the thought of if things were this or if they were that, but all the wrong that's mixed in there, you tolerate it forever how long until it's to a point where you just can't. So what I'm saying is this, and everyone does that, with people, with men and women. But the thing is this, is what I'm trying to say is, see, I'm not a perfect person, but I will never lie in what's the word? I will never talk shit about myself that is not deserved. And the thing about me is, I'm not a perfect person, but there's nothing wrong with me as a man. I can honestly say that. Like, there's no weird flaws, or there's no fucking, like, thing about me that makes me what you could call a bad person by any standards. You know, there's nothing about me like that. That's the difference between me and a lot of men. The thing is that, like, you know, someone like me, you would think if you were actually with me in a relationship, you would think that the way I behave towards you is too good to be true. That's what you would think. You would think that, like, oh, there has to be some catch. Eventually he's going to do something. There's going to be some complication. There's going to be no. But with me, no, there is nothing. But the thing is, women a lot of times obsess over the most disgusting things. And I have to say that growing up as a man, my mind is literally damaged. I will admit this. My mind is psychologically damaged by the shit I used to see my mom watch on TV, the shit that she used to listen to on the radio, and my sister too. Because the thing was, when I was, like, actually starting to develop emotions as a man, and I was actually starting to, like, understand how I could really love a woman and all this and that, when I was in my weakest points and I was, like, broken down and heartbroken, and I didn't want to hear nothing about no sexual shit, I didn't want to think about breakups and relationships and, you know, being the guy that, you know, just loves this woman so much and she, for whatever reason, wants to stay with this bum ass, no good motherfucker that treats her like shit, and I'm just the guy who just asked out all that crazy all that type of shit. That's all the shit that they would ever watch, listen to, this and that. So you know what I started to do? I started to literally, every time I saw a person get, like, mauled, murdered, even raped sometimes in movies, especially if it was a man. If it was a man, I just laughed at that shit, because I'm like, I would think you deserve that shit, motherfucker. So every time I started to see, like, people in horrible situations getting, like, tortured, mauled, you know, abducted by fucking aliens, got a grenade stuck up her ass by a fucking Chucky doll and blown to bits. I'm exaggerating because Chucky didn't stick grenades at people's ass, but you know, you get what I'm saying. Anytime I would see some shit like that, I just loved it, because it was literally like I was watching that man that was with some bitch that I actually had feelings for. I was watching him get fucking physically destroyed, to the point to where he will never be with any motherfucker again, because he died painfully and excruciatingly and is now nothing. Literally, that motherfucker's penis is probably far off in a corner somewhere, and his torso's over here and his head's over there. You get what I'm saying? So I'm still like that to this day. Literally, it's like, shit. Today I look at men and, like, I look through them. I don't fucking I'm not saying that I don't have guy friends, but I'm saying generally my first thought when I see a man, especially a white man, is I'm looking through them. I'm looking at them like as if with extreme rage and extreme anger, you know. And I have to literally tell myself in my head that, like, you know, that's just a person over there. Like, that's like, that's not the person that was with the girl that you loved, or that's not a fucking enemy of yours. He may not even want any of the girls that you were actually interested in. Like, you know, that man might be happily married. So I have to literally, like, I have to reprogram my brain in seconds, like, because trauma takes me back to everything I've experienced very fast. And that's not a good thing, because that's using, like I always talk about this, that's using the emotional part of your brain and not the logical part. See, the irrational logical part is like, cut that motherfucker's head off. Right? That's like, kill that motherfucker. That's the crazy part of the brain. You know, it's like, attack that motherfucker. He probably doesn't like you anyway, because you're black. You know, he's probably racist anyway. But I'm like, whoa, hold up, Steve. It's like, you don't know anything about that person. Calm the fuck down and just mind your own business. Just watch the person, see what the fuck they do. Don't just, you know, assume that because you have so much hatred inside of you for humans in general, because even if it's a fucking black man that another black man would call your fucking brother, you still would want to rip his head off simply because he has a fucking penis. because all you can focus on is some girl that you have feelings for, and you imagine if, you know, she were to choose him over you. So automatically you go into straight up fucking attack mode, like fucking Gurr from Invader Zim, and now you were like turning, you know, you're like in Rambo mode, and you're thinking of how you could or how you would try to kill this motherfucker. You know, see, that's what I mean. It's like So what I'm trying to say is I've lived a very strange life, and I've seen a lot of very weird things, and my psyche is very strange, and it's just not easy, like, managing my emotions. That's the thing about me. The thing about me is, like, obviously I'm not so dumb and I'm not insane and crazy, because if I was, I would have done something to someone already. But the thing is, the things that bring people so much joy that they think is so good and so this and that and cool, and they're just obsessed with it, just disgusts me. It honestly makes me want to vomit. Like, literally, I do not really watch TV. I don't own a TV. I have the internet. I watch YouTube sometimes. But get this, right? If I even see any movie that I think it's gonna have like some like sexually explicit scene, I don't even watch it. I don't watch it because, like, that will traumatize me. That's the thing. It's like, literally, it's gonna traumatize me if I were to watch that. All right. So the thing is, like, someone would say, "Oh, but you watch that porn though." It's like, oh, okay, bro. But I'll tell you this. Get this, right? I will watch porn because sometimes I need the fat. It's like, obviously, sometimes I'm just gonna be, you know, hormones are hormones. Obviously, they're gonna go out of control. So I'm gonna go watch some like BBC porn, and I'm gonna watch like some black dude like me dick down some white chick or white chicks or something, right? Or I'm gonna watch some porn that the goal of it is, and the theme of it is, it's like some black guy and a white girl that has like a secret love affair or some shit or whatever. You know, I'm gonna watch some shit like that, obviously. Obviously, for the most part, that's what I'm gonna watch. You get what I'm saying? Obviously. But after that, it's kind of crazy, because it's like, literally after that, then my brain just goes back to normal. It's like, after I've done that, then I don't look on it. I don't dwell on it. Now, I will say, I do like some part of the culture of what they call porn. I do like, you know, a lot of like the style, because there is a style to porn. People maybe not understand this, but there's a style, there's a dress type of look. There is a, especially if you're talking about interracial, like black, there are, like, literally we have a fucking whole, our own culture when it comes to that. When it comes to black dudes and interracial porn, you could literally buy like dog fart t-shirts. You could buy fucking black raw t-shirts. You can buy that. There's t-shirts for that shit, man. So there's a look. Okay, I'm talking about the style of it though. See, that's different. I have no problems with that. But what I'm saying is, I'm not one of these fucking people who sits around and like, it's like, I don't even understand how people emotionally do it. It's like, how can you be in like relationships where you know that I don't give a fuck what you say, you know, something, you know, you say someone loves you, you love this guy, you know, and it's like, motherfucker, you don't realize that, like, shit, there's 100 different scenarios that could possibly be out there than the one that you're fucking in now. And then also, you know, I don't understand how you could go through that type of turmoil. Because I'm not saying everyone, I'm saying people who have like turmoil in relationships, and then you, on the same coin, go and watch something that is filled with the same negative shit that you are experiencing. And I'll also say, see, you know what I don't watch anymore? I don't watch those fucking slasher flicks anymore. I don't sit here and watch like the fucking the fucking Green Street horror with some crazy psycho guy got a knife, and for whatever reason he wants to now hunt down people on a Halloween night and hack motherfuckers to death. I don't watch that shit anymore. You know why? Because, see, that's the type of shit that's in my mind, because I'm an incredibly angry, violent person. And the thing is, especially men, when I see men for extremely obvious reasons I just laid out, I literally often look at them, and my first thoughts are of fucking just gutting them. It's like that's the first thing I usually think when I see another male. It's literally like the first thing I think, because I've seen guys who have battered their significant other, cheated on them, treated them like shit, got away with it. I've seen motherfuckers that I thought weren't shit end up fucking some bitch that I was in love with. I have seen bitches leave me for some no good motherfucker. I have seen things that literally traumatize me in the psyche due to males. So I've over time, like, don't get me wrong, I do hate my women. I hate my women too, man. But that's a different type of hatred. I hate bitches that don't mean nothing to me. Like, I'll put it to you like this: bitches that, let's say, want nothing to do with me, find me unattractive, they're ugly than themselves, so I hate looking at them because I don't like looking at anything ugly. I just keep it. I don't looking at ugly motherfuckers. I don't like to look at motherfuckers that are ugly. That's just I don't give a fuck if you think I'm ugly yourself. I don't like to look at ugly motherfuckers. I do not like to look upon things that are ugly. So bitch, if bitches out here, if you're listening, if you're an ugly ass bitch, I'm not gonna be looking at you. Okay? Matter of fact, it's hard. It's like if you want to look in my direction, it's kind of hard for me to look back at you. It's like I don't want to look at you. You know, now I can be respectful. I work in a store. Sometimes ugly ass customer bitches come in there and they look me in the eye, and I gotta be polite, and I look back at them and I talk to them. I'm respectful, but it doesn't mean that I'm enjoying that experience. Okay, because I don't like ugly bitches. Okay, so I'm gonna have to say that, but I'm not trying to be mean. I'm being real. Okay, so I'm just telling you how it is for me. So I'm trying to say that, like, I don't watch those type of movies anymore. You know, like, I just don't sit there and just watch them, because the thing about it is this: it's that I can watch them, but if I'll try to explain it to you better. I can watch them, but I will only watch them if they don't make me start to think about anger and rage. You get what I'm saying? If I watch a movie like that, I'll watch it when I'm in a mood where my head is cool and collected, and I am like thinking positively. Like, I'm thinking about a future where I am not alone. You know, a future that I am with a woman that I love, and I'm actually with a woman that loves me, and I'm in a, you know, an environment where, you know, even if it could be like everyone could fucking hate us, but at least we love each other. Like, I'm thinking of some shit like that, okay? That's the shit that I have to be thinking about if I really want to be watching constantly these fucking slasher horror fucking movies and shit. In these, you know, these monster rip everybody apart movies. You know, I'm like, because the thing is, there's a difference between watching something, and then there's a difference between pondering on your actual real life. Okay? The thing about me is, I learned that it is not healthy to ponder on the negative thoughts that I have in my life, or to rethink about the negative, worst experiences I've had in my life. You know? And the thing about me is, it wouldn't matter how fucking angry I actually was, because the thing about me is, I've never went out and tried to, like, obviously tried to murder someone. No, not to brag, but if I tried to murder someone, I'm pretty sure I'd be very successful. So I'm not good. You get what I'm saying? I've never tried to, like, obviously, obviously I've never tried to go out and fucking murder someone. But and I've never went out and just, like, said, you know what? I'm just gonna whoop some motherfucker's ass today. I don't give a fuck who it is. Someone pissed me off, I'm just gonna whoop, like, just for the sake of whooping someone's ass. Like, no, it doesn't, no. You know, because I'm just that angry. Now, do I get that angry? Of course. But the thing about me is, I know that I'm so sane that it will never just be nothing but a thought, but an very angry thought. Have I fucking threw my fan into the wall, or punched my fan so hard that it flew across the room and it didn't turn on? Of course. Everyone gets mad and throws a tantrum. because they're just so mad and they're so depressed and whatever, and you're so lonely, and you know everything around you seems like it's just fighting against you, and you could never have anything. But one thing that I don't do is I do not immerse myself in things that could potentially make me depressed or that are of a nature that depresses me, okay? And I'm also going to go deeper into this. I watch movies sometimes that what you would call creepy, but they're a different type of movie. They are more centered around like demonic possession, centered around the occult, and necessarily they are not slasher flicks. They are flicks that talk about, well, not talk, but they're movies that show and depict demonic possessions, poltergeist, things of that nature, you know, ghost stories, things like that. And sometimes I really enjoy those because the thing is, I love the spiritual world. Like, I love the spiritual world. I love witchcraft. I love anything that's about the occult because I love it just like how some people love, you know, like plant life. They love the weather, you know, they love storms, nature. Like, they love, because there's a science to it, you know. And the thing about it is it's almost like it's an endless science. You know, it's something that there's so much to it that you can't ever grasp all of it. You just can't. You can't. So you're never going to get bored with it. Like, literally, even if you were dead, I think in eternity you still could never get bored with that. So that's why that fascinates me. You know, things like that fascinate me. Those movies put me at peace because the thing about those movies is, as long as it doesn't have, you know, like very sexually explicit like scenes in it and things, because those movies tend not to. Those movies just tend to stay on point, stay about the possession, stay about the poltergeist or whatever. They usually tend to stay that much, but you know, who knows? Maybe that. Maybe, see, the thing about movies is if I think it's gonna go in a direction that's gonna fuck my psyche up, then I'll just won't watch it. I'll stop watching it. And half of the time, I find that I have too much time. If I'm watching something, usually I'd rather be learning something than just sitting there watching something for just the sake of entertainment. So I don't watch a lot of shit anyway. But what I'm trying to say is I'm sorry, women. I apologize, because look, I'll admit I do love women. And I have to say, like, if it was not for women, or if it wasn't for the fact that I love women so much, and I mean on an emotional level, I'm not just saying like on a sexual level, because that should be a fucking given. You should know that come on, like, common sense already. But I mean on an emotional level, just like some people love children, or some people love their bros, they love their guy friends, I love women in that same way. Okay, so like, I actually really do cherish women. I cherish the friendships I have with women. I cherish just women in general. You know, that's pretty much, like, to me, that's the most beautiful thing there is in this world. And if it was not for my extreme love for women, you could say I'm a sucker for them. You know, if it was not for that, man, I'd be the coldest motherfucker that ever lived. And if you don't believe that, spend some time around me and you'll fucking know it. That's the thing. Some people, and I'm not saying it to brag, because it's not a pretty thing. It's not something you actually want. I would like, I think, in an alternate universe, to be the guy who has these guy friends, and he's so close to his bros, and, you know, he would do anything for his friends, and me, I'm a cold, vicious motherfucker. I'm not saying that I can't have friends and I'm not saying that I can't have a genuine love for another man, like in a friend way, and actually care about them. I'm not saying that, because there are some men that I actually do care for, but the thing is, I'm gonna keep it real, it's so small. It's almost like it would take way more for a man to actually capture my heart in a friend way. With a woman, it just seems more just easy. It's because, I don't know why it is. It seems to me like, it's like how it's hard to have, like, violent hatred towards a child, if that makes sense to you. I don't know what it is. It's very hard for me Now, don't get me wrong, there are some women out there that I would like literally back smack across this room. I've met some women that I've literally came to a point where I almost had to put my fucking hands on them, you know, because they were just, you know, they just pushed me to that point. But I'm gonna say, the thing is this, it's that with men, it's typically sometimes damn near impossible to actually get me to fucking feel anything for them. It's literally like, they disgust me, they're ugly, they're gross. Like I said before, I have like a million reasons why I fucking hate them. You know, I watch these movies to where like someone is like, oh man, you know, think of all the people in there. How are you gonna let the bomb go off? You know, how are you gonna let the aliens invade? I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, man, shit. Round all the bitches up, round all those women up, take every one of them men. And meanwhile, I really should be thinking, well, wait. Some of those men are probably good men that deserve their wives. Like, not all of them are scumbags. But see, the thing is, in my life, I've seen so many scumbags with good women that it makes me just want to hack everybody's dick off and send all the men away, take all the bitches, and either put them on a planet that is completely alien and make them, in time, grow close to other beings and fucking either marry them, or I take the bitch I want, you know, she marries Steve, and then I have to literally split all the other women amongst my comrades and friends that I guess would be male and could even not be human beings. See, in my imagination, in a movie, that's like my perfect world. But all those sorry human motherfuckers, especially the white ones, I just see, someone's gonna say, that show right, you're racist as fuck, you fucking nigga. No. It's, look, you gotta understand, I have white male friends, you gotta understand, it's just that I'm keeping it 100% real with you. I'm saying that the way my psyche is, shit, man, it's like, if you're black, you're dead. If you're black with a penis, that shit's hanging off. But if you're white, you're getting it double, bro. You're getting it double. Because I have so much that reasons why it's like you're gonna have to get it even worse if you're fucking white. That you're gonna wish you was born black. So that's just what it is. I don't give a fuck. That's what it is. You could think what you want. You could think whatever you want about it. Maybe you don't understand it. Maybe someday you will. I literally have white friends that if I said that shit, they would know exactly what I mean. And they would know it's not towards them. They would know it's towards motherfuckers that just happen to be white. That did the wrong fucking thing. And I was just like, man, you already got it coming, but you really fucked up now. You know, so if you don't get anything I'm saying, I had to make this rant because I had been thinking on for weeks now. I've been thinking on how I've seen so many women in my lifetime fixate, literally, it's almost like literally you would think that they are obsessed with women being treated like shit. You would think they were obsessed with turmoil inside of a relationship. You would think that they were obsessed with sleazy fuckboys who really only want to use them, get into relationships with them, then the man feels literally like he is trapped or stuck, and really that motherfucker has 60 other bitches that like he wishes he could fuck every other day, wishes he could marry 2 bitches at one time, and literally the thing is, in his mind, he knows that he could never have the things that the bitch is giving him, whether that's like, you know, attention, it could be shared money, it could be shared household, pussy, whatever the fuck it is that he's getting. And literally, trust me, I have seen this shit. I have seen this shit with my own eyes, up close and personal, so I'm not just fucking making this shit up. This is how people live, people do shit like this. Literally, I would say, if it wasn't for the woman, I would say take all these human motherfuckers. I'm saying minus the women and the children, because the women and the children will escape. But I'm saying in my mind, I'm like, yo, take all these fucking men with swinging dicks and kill all those motherfuckers. I'm like, kill them all. I'm like, fuck all of them. I don't give 2 fucks about them. It doesn't faze me. I'm not gonna lose an hour of sleep. Fucking destroy all of it. Matter of fact, that's one of the reasons why I like certain types of movies, because I look at it like, you need to start over. It's like you need to have a clean slate. You don't want to make the choice? Well, then I'm gonna make it for you. Fucking kill all these motherfuckers, man. Blow it all up. I mean, like natural disaster on an epic scale. Like, fucking kill all these male motherfuckers, man. Let the children live because they're the future. Let the women live because guys like me need the women. But all those sorry motherfuckers, they're gonna wish that they treated that bitch like gold every day of their life, because guess what? We're rounding them all up and killing all of them. Even the black ones. Fuck it. You're not gonna get off because you're black. You're not gonna sympathize with me because I happen to be born black. You ain't gonna get that. So everybody's dying. I don't give a fuck. Black, Chinese, Korean, white. Everybody's fucking dying, man. All the men. Except the children, except the male boys and the male girls, they'll survive because they haven't become a disgusting adult yet, and they haven't done adult things and broken any hearts yet and done all that shady shit. So maybe there's hope for those motherfuckers, so they can survive. But all the fucking males, say goodbye to your bitches for the last time in a sayonara, motherfucker. So that's my psyche, That's just me. But I'll tell you, this shit that you bitches watch, I can't stomach it. I just can't even stomach it. And the thing I don't like about these romantic chick flicks is like, man, honestly, I only see that it, like, literally, it would depress the, I mean, it always does. Like, literally, I work in a store, right? And I'll see, like, I'll see these little Hallmark-esque, picture frames, and the picture frame got, like, it's always, it's never interracial in the store. It's like you see interracial love online, you see interracial love in the porno, you see interracial love in the Google images, but you rarely ever see, some interracial black male like me, with a white chick. You never see that shit in the store on the little Hallmark-esque picture frame. So, it's always some white male with some white bitch. And every time I see that shit, it's just like how I want to fucking, blow the radio out and fucking, tear up the boombox, rip the fucking speaker out the wall when they put on these country songs, and it's always some fucking good old boy white motherfucker talking about his little blue-eyed girl. Motherfucker, I will fucking cut your head off and no one will know about it, and I will fucking fuck your little blue-eyed baby. I will fuck that bitch until she births like 7 fucking mixed-race children in the same fucking house that you guys fucking got married in. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna tear that fucking radio off the fucking wall, and you will not come to my house and play that country shit in my building, because I will tell you to leave. That's another thing too. If you were to ever try to come up in my fucking place with that country shit, you ain't coming in. You're not coming in. I'm telling you, you're leaving right now. You could be my best friend in the world. I will tell you straight up. You're gonna come in here. This is my house. These are my rules. You play that country shit, I'll tell you, I never ranted on this shit, but I'm ranting on it now, because now is like just a new rant. I turn into a monster when I hear that country shit. When I hear that country fucking shit, I turn into a fucking demon. Okay? A mean demon. When I hear that shit, all I want to do is rip people's throats out. I fucking hate that shit. I despise it. I fucking hate it. Because all that shit talks about is fucking white motherfuckers with some white bitch. That's all that shit talks about. I never heard no country song with no black motherfuckers talking about no interracial fucking love, okay? I never heard that shit in my fucking life. All it is fucking country-ass fucking white motherfuckers that are alcoholics. You need to lay off the fucking bottle. That's beside even about bitches and race or anything. Take that fucking beer bottle out your fucking... Take that beer bottle out your mouth and go to a fucking AE meeting, you dumb fuck. You stop fucking drinking, you fucking alcoholic fucks. The fuck is wrong with you? That's another thing I don't understand. It's like, everyone has to be a fucking alcoholic. Get the fuck out of here with that. Just fuck off with all that shit. But yeah, I'll be in the store and I'll see this fucking, fucking little smiley white motherfucker with his white bitch, and I'm like, I want to break that fucking what do you call it? That fucking frame so hard and rip his little head off and shit. I'll rip his little head off, put mine on that shit, man. I don't. That's my. I'm keeping it real. This video is a buck wild and crazy rant, and I'm letting it rip. I'm letting it fucking go on this video. Okay, I'm telling you my fucking psyche, my emotions, and I'm glad to tell it so you fucking know, so you motherfuckers know. Okay, so next time you play that gay ass country fucking bullshit, well, it's not even gay because it's actually terribly homophobic, probably because you know how most of those so-called Christian country motherfuckers be. A lot of times, you know, it's literally like everything I fucking hate. Oh, and I have to. Oh, that's another thing. It's so fucking Christian that it makes me want to blow up the fucking radio. Like, I cannot stand that. I am fucking satanic as fuck. Do you understand? I'm black, I'm satanic. The only thing that I'm not is fucking gay. So literally, I'm satanic. That's one strike. I'm fucking black. That's another country music strike. I'm not Christian, okay? Now, if I was gay, it would literally be, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do at that point, man. Because literally, it's like, you gotta think, that's everything. It's anti-gay, it's anti-fucking, well, anti-everything. It's anti-occult, it's everything that's not Christian. I mean, it's everything but not anti-alcoholic, obviously, because those motherfuckers are alcoholic as fuck. So, I just fucking don't like it. That's the thing. I don't like it because of the fact that I am a lonely, single black man, and I don't want to hear about a bunch of white motherfuckers that used to enslave my fucking ancestors talking about their fucking white bitch. I don't want to hear that shit. I'll take that radio and I'll fucking shove it up your motherfucking ass, or better yet, I'll take it and shove it up your goddamn urethra, cut your fucking dick off, and shove that shit down your fucking throat. And you're not gonna play that shit in my apartment, or else you will find yourself in a very bad situation, okay? So, that's one thing I'm gonna say. Okay, so, look, I'm gonna say it again, and then I'm gonna close this rant out. Women look at me, they look at a lot of men, they say, why do you men always like these gross things, and they always like these scary, creepy, and then violence, and bitch, why the fuck do you always like these fucking emotionally horrifying, like, disgusting sexual type of, like, why do you obsess, or like, why, how come you listen to that fucking fuckboy R&B, like, why do you actually like that shit? It's like, it's bad enough that, like, I can't take the psychology that comes with it. I just can't, my brain can't handle it. I'll turn into a fucking maniac and fucking gut somebody. That's because I can't take it, you know. But I also do not even like the sound of most of it. I hate it. It's bad music. It's like the frequency, the rhythm. It's just, it's not pleasurable. It's like, what the fuck do you like about that? You know, these little films that you watch, these soap operas, these things that you watch. It is garbage. It is complete and utter garbage. Okay, and I'll have to say this, that as a man, I can appreciate some shit that you like as a woman, and I can start to open up and get down with it, but the only way I can do that is if, you know, me and you are in a very loving relationship, and I'm actually, because you're making me feel so, because that's the thing, you know, about me is like, I'm a fucking animal. You know, people do not understand that. It's like, I'm an animal. I'm a vicious, fucking violent animal. And the thing is, see, a woman's love does something to a man. Like, a woman's gentle, like, touch in a woman's love, and in the way that a woman will make a man feel, will put you in a state to where you will calm down enough to also experience things that they are already used to. If that makes any sense. It's like they could watch their stupid ass soap opera. I'm not trying to be mean, I'm not trying to be sexist, I'm being fucking real. I'm just keeping it real. The shit that they watch that, like, normally you would literally be like, turn that fucking TV off if that was to pop on in your house. You'd be like, turn that fucking shit off. You know, you tell the TV to turn itself off. But if you can get calm enough, which this is me, only a woman can do this to me. Only a woman can even just by, just by talking to me, only a woman could get me calm enough to actually allow that shit to be played in my fucking presence. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'll sit there and watch that shit with a woman that I'm with, but it will take time. It will take a lot of time for me to even get to that level. You get what I'm saying? Like, literally, if it was a friend, like a friend wanted to watch that shit with me, shit, I'll keep it real. I'll be like, man, look, I really value your friendship, but I'm gonna tell you straight up, my psyche will not handle that well. So I would really appreciate it if you wouldn't watch that. And honestly, if we're gonna have to watch something else, because that's a trigger for me. That's not gonna work for me. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here with. But the good thing about this is that, see, women, if they're your friend, they're not gonna be watching no shit like that with you. That's the shit they watch with their boyfriends and shit, and their boyfriends probably wouldn't dare tolerate that shit unless, it was with them. So it kind of balances itself out. So you don't really have to worry. I would never have to worry about that. No one should have to worry about that. Thank God. But the thing is, if it was with a woman that was mine, or at least in the making, like, we could, even if we're friends, but let's say if we're friends, but we're in a stage where, let's say we haven't officially said, like, we're dating, blah 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 blah. If I knew that that's what it was gonna be, then I will tolerate it. I'll admit that I will sit there and tolerate it if I knew that. But I'm just keeping it real, man. Oh my god, the shit that women are into sometimes. It sickens me to my core. It only sickens me because the truth of the matter is, I have to, like, I'm sorry, but I'm such a broken person that literally my psyche is just fucked up on that level. It's fucked up. It's like, literally, I can't sit there and be happy for that little couple on that movie that you're watching, because that little fucking white man there with that woman, I'm probably wishing that I'm the black man that's with you and would be that white man. So it's literally like, all my mind will think of is what I don't have. It's not going to be like the way your pretty little woman's mind thinks. Like, you're like, oh, that's so cute. Oh, look at them. Oh, they're so happy. Oh, look at that. It's like, bitch, if that's not us, then I don't want to look at that. Like, I want to saw that man's head off. Like, I'm like looking at the woman like, maybe, the woman will escape. Sometimes even if I look at the movie a certain way, I want to kill both of those motherfuckers. I'm like, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not happy. I'm not happy like that. Those motherfuckers should suffer. And I want to see them suffer. So I'll put a horror flick on and watch those motherfuckers suffer. See exactly my logic? So I'm ranting this shit to you so you understand the way that my psyche works. Because I know your psyche works a different way. And I laugh sometimes because women are always talking about how some shit is cute and how some shit is this and how some shit is that. Man, the only thing that's fucking cute to me is the love I would have between some bitch in my life is cute and it's beautiful and all that shit. And all the other motherfuckers that are out there, you motherfuckers should burn in hell. I don't give a fuck. That's my rant. Kiss my ass. And you get the point. Like, comment, and fucking subscribe. Leave a nice comment. Hit the bell button. This is Steve's Art and Fun channel. This will be in rants. This is not a kids channel. This is a buck wild and crazy rant. I'm your host, Steve from the back, blowing out your fucking backside again. And have a nice night.